May all physical, verbal, and mental behaviors, feelings, thoughts, recalls, emotions, deluded viewpoints, tenacious opinions, meanings, greed, anger, and all delusions, all karma of the minds of all groups of beings in all realms of existence, from the past until the present, all the speeches, verbal acts that have been performed since the past until the present are considered as verbal karma. These are verbal fabrications within the worldly elements and samsara, but they don't purify themselves. They cause mutual karma among one another by ways of using opinions and meanings. They are words and speeches that satisfy firm attachments to one's own opinions and meanings, which ties the delusive attachment to the desire together. It causes fixation to verbal behaviors. These verbal behaviors don't give purification to themselves. Therefore, they become the causes of suffering, and the suffering that also sending to samsara. May all physical behaviors expressed towards the worldly elements and samsara, towards all beings, all graces, and the grace of the Triple Gem, since the first Buddha time, in every Buddha era and in every period of time, all the offensive behaviors towards the grace of the Triple Gem, all graces, including towards all benefactors of fathers and mothers in the physical world and samsara, which have been performed prior to the beginning of Buddha eras, prior to the first Buddha time. This leads towards becoming samsara in the way of being coarse and crude, vulgar, and all. May all Buddhas and all the Mahabuddhas preside over this forgiveness statement for all karmic behaviors of both humans and non-humans, of all groups of beings in all realms of existence from the past until the present, to be forgiven from now on. May everything be ahosi, ahosi, ahosi. May we humbly declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations within eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind, sounds, smells, taste, touches, and shapes. Enjoyment, having fun, living in comfort, living lifestyles. May we declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations and fixation to living life with purposes, with aims, with determination, to achieve, to gain, to get, to have, to be, to become. To grab for sounds, smells, tastes, touches, and shapes, all the forms and formlessness, knowledges, to be smart, to be the number one, to be the grandeur. May we declare removal and cancellation of all vengeance, all the harbor thoughts to get back to someone, to revenge, jealousy, comparison, observations, analyzation, judgment, criticizing, curses, all the black magic, and control over the mind of others, using power of mindfulness, concentration, contemplation, special insights, meditative absorption, meditative powers, and wisdom in the way to feed one's own satisfaction, causing oneself to circling within all this endlessly unable to bless others, unable to help others in the way to purify through the emptiness, through the natural extinction. And all the karma of ruling, seizing others' lands, taking all the resources, the four necessities, hurting and harming the life of others, torturing others, putting others in a small, narrow places like prisons or jails. Control, using mind power to control, using black magic to control, hurting and harming someone's lives, and creating suffocation without air to breathe. Using poisons towards anyone, causing oneself to have all the physical discomforts, sickness, illness, or whatever. May all cases of karma, of using life to sacrifice for whatever they want believe, which is not aligned with the noble truth. All lives are not to be sacrificed in order for whatever that one believe in. Ahosi, ahosi, ahosi. And all the cases of chasing others, chasing those with great blessed fortune to be far away from the graces, blocking them from the graces, all the rejection and ignoring, distorting the words of the graces, writing something that is not from the words of the graces. May everything be forgiven. Ahosi, ahosi, ahosi. So let's open up. Beyond opening, use the words everything, todo, and expand it. By this word that is formed up in the mind, it's automatically expand itself without effort. Everything, todo. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with attachments, detachments, or non-attachments. Todo es de nada. Nada es no es nada. Continue. This is the infinite force. It is from the great compassion. In this moment that is dispersed towards universes, there is no time. It's now, and the now is already passing every split second. But whenever we are dwelling in the present, in any state of mind, the past is there, in the memories. All the feelings, all the frequencies, all the Vedana, which is the frequencies, sensations, feelings, emotions, are joining in that state of mind, which is called memories of the past. Even the past minute is right at the present. But that is only created in the mind at the present. It is only in the mind. And it's influenced the mind. So guiding this everything, guiding the mind with everything, so that everything is from that which has nothing to do with involvement or non-involvement, then it will purify instantly that moment of the past, the memories, the feelings that seems to be right now, that is overpowering the mind right now. By using these reminders, the self-cleansing reminders will dissolve such a state of mind that is overpowering at that moment. It will be dissolved instantly. And by diligently open up, using the self-purifying reminders, diligently, all the movements and actions, physical, verbal, and mental, will be guided by this blessing, by this great compassion. And it's purifying the desire that is overpowering the mind for so long as habits. Desire, delusion, and delusive attachment joining in together, in looking, seeing, knowing, tasting, touching, smelling, hearing, listening, in perceiving and perceived. Such habits which are dominated by desire, delusion, and delusive attachments will have less power. In the end, it will be just no more. and all the actions, physical, mental, and verbal, we have no more of these delusions, desire, and delusive attachments dominating. And we are relating to each other with non-attachment to non-attachment, naturally and automatically. And without timing involved. Time involves only when it is used in societies according to the karmic difficulties that have been destined in everyone. We use time like that in moderation. But at the same time, incorporate the blessing. Incorporate the self-purifying reminders. The mind is not conditioned by time. What is conditioned by time is the desire, delusion, and delusive attachment. This is not to eliminate anything, get rid of anything, detaching from anything. By giving out the infinite force, automatically all the defilements, all the grasping mind, which create karma, will be dissolved.